Today I'm going to show you how to do some podcasting, and when Garageband, as you can see, opens up and the new project, you merely click podcast or double click and it asks you to save it. And I'm going to save this as podcast tutorial number 1. And then I'm going to save it and make sure that I save it to my desktop. Now GarageBand opens, and in a few seconds you will see the interface for GarageBand. And here it is. We're going to start with this voice here. Let me take that out of there so you can see better. I'm going to use the male voice, but the truth of the matter is, male, female, it really doesn't matter that much, and you can try either way. But I'm going to start with this male voice, and in order to start recording, you go down here to the bottom and you click this red dot. I'm going to start with the Gettysburg Address. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. I just hit the space bar and that stopped my voice. The red light on the record button is off, and here is my voice. This line with the little arrow at the top shows where the recorder is. So now that it's at the end, I'm going to move it to the beginning and listen to my voice. I drag over here, I press the play button, or you could also press the space bar, and I'll listen to my voice. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. And so my voice has been recorded. I'm going to continue in this same spot, except I'm going to move it over just a tiny bit to separate. And then I'm going to click again, and I'm going to make a little mistake so I can show you how to edit. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent, and now I stop that second one. I'm going to go back, and of course we all know that I made a mistake, so I'm going to move it back to the beginning, and I'm going to come up here, and the second I hear the mistake, I'm going to hit the space bar to stop the playback. So I'm going to hit the space bar and then stop it, and you can look either up here or it's gotten bigger over here, so either way is good. I'm going to hit the space bar, and I'm going to hit the space bar again when I hear the mistake. 7 years ago, our father... Okay, we heard that, but I didn't stop it just to show you that you can see it visually on the screen. So this time I will stop it at the mistake. So I went a little too far, and the mistake is right about here. I'm going to double check. That's correct. I know exactly where the mistake is. So I'm going to move it over here to where the mistake is. And I'm going to click up here where the spot is. And I'm going to hit Apple T, or Apple T is split. And now I'm going to move along by hitting the space bar to the end of the mistake. 7. Okay, so I know the mistake is over right here. So I'm going to go back up to edit, or as you see, it's Apple T. I'm going to hit that Apple T up here. And you can see that this is probably the mistake. Let me play it so that I know. 7 years. I got it perfectly. This is the part that's a mistake. So I'm going to click up here, and you can see it's selected. This would be selected. No, I don't want that. I want the mistake selected, and I'm merely going to hit delete. Then I'm going to take this one and move it right next to that one. Maybe a little tiny gap. going to move my cursor back over, my scrubber is what it's called, and hit the space bar again. 7 years ago, I almost got it perfectly. I missed a little bit, and I'm going to make up for that by clicking back here. I'm going to hit Apple T again. It's very small. I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to click on it. This is the mistake right here. I'm going to hit delete and try it one more time. But before I do, I'm going to slide this over and hit spacebar to play. 7 years ago. Perfect. That's the end of this tutorial. Be sure to find part 2 where we teach how to add images.